Welcome back to class. Today we have another reformer-inspired Wunda-Chair video, and this one is going to feature the long box exercises. So we are going to do all of the long box exercises. This is going to include the second long box that's part of the advanced reformer system. You can use this video as a class, or you can kind of take pieces of it and play with it. This is really just kind of my fun little feature of all the long box exercises. If you're ready, we're gonna jump right in and get started. Just make sure you're on one middle spring. We shouldn't have to change anything, so that's great. All right, enough of me talking. Let's get started. We are going to begin with Swan, pulling straps, and T-press. So setting up as you would for Swan on your Wunda-Chair. Bring one hand to the pedals, slowly press it down. You're gonna find shoulders under wrists, shoulders over wrists, pardon me. From here, you want your navel to be just off of the seat of the chair. You're gonna separate your legs either the width of the chair or they'll come together. A big important part of this is to really lift that front body. So close the front of the ribs, almost feel like those middle two ribs are kind of heavying back towards your back ribs. We want to find that long engaged center. It kind of looks like a plank. From here, we're going to pull the pedal underneath us as you lift your chest. Send your sternum through your shoulders into your swan. Hold here for an inhale. Exhale, lengthen from your center to come all the way down. So we're reaching from our abdominals, not from the shoulders. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift up. And slowly lower down. Let's take that one more time, and then we get weird. Hold here, big inhale. Big exhale, slowly lower down. Now for our pulling strap variation, we're gonna do single arm swan. Your left hand starts by coming off. You're gonna bring the palm to your leg. Now press the hand into your leg, wrap that tricep behind you. You should feel that upper arm really work here. Work to stay square on your box or your Wunda-Chair. As you lift up, reach the pinkies behind you and lower back down. So we've got a lot of back engagement and a lot of work in the side body. One more time, keep that contact of the palm on your leg. Now from here, nice, slow and controlled change sides. Find that engagement of the shoulders. Lift up, nice wide collarbones. Two more times. Last time. And lower. Bring both hands on. We move into our T-press variation. Your arm is gonna come out to a T. Easy, right? Now we lift up, reach the pinky towards the hip. Feel that squeeze of your back. And then lower back down to a T. If you wanna up the ante on this, the pedal hovers, it never lowers. Two more times. And lower. Try to stay square, last time. And lower, we go to the other side, slow and controlled, and reach and lift. I'm always fascinated which side is a little bit more stable, because sometimes it changes. Last time. Bring the arm back to a T, both hands come on, one more quick swan. Maybe you bend your knees a little bit, little rocking variation, and lower down. Slowly come up to sit. Take a little stretch over. That was a lot. Come all the way up to stand, and we'll move on to our next exercise. All right, backstroke and teaser. I created this kind of wackadoo variation that combines both, so bear with me. So we set up as we would for our Wunda-Chair teaser. You wanna have at least a palm's width away from that pedal edge of the seat. You're gonna find your teaser first, so tabletop teaser. You're gonna take the heels of your hands onto the pedal behind you. Now from here, we're gonna kind of let the heels heavy towards the floor. We want that slightly tighter position here. Now you're gonna roll back until you're about parallel to the floor. We move into our backstroke legs. Take your time as you lift the legs up, open them to the width of the chair. As you circle them down and around to meet, lift up, find your teaser. Bend the knees in, we take it again. Roll down, parallel to the floor, wrap into your back. Legs lift up, they open, circle down and around teaser. Bend it in, one more time, round the spine, lengthen out of your hips. Slow lift of the legs. Open, circle down and around teaser. Hold here, we lower the body for 3, for 2. Last time. Hands come off, teaser again, teaser galore. Lower down. Holy moly, I'm sweating. Let's move on to our next exercise. All right, I've made a little orientation change of the chair. We're gonna use the seat long ways as our long box. We're gonna start with breaststroke. So lie on down. You're going to have about the last third of your rib cage on. That works for me. And your legs are gonna be long behind you, zipped together. Heels of the hands come to the front edge of the chair, sandwiching your chest. From here, keeping the elbows close to your sides, we go for a double leg kick. 3 times you pulse the heels towards your booty. 3, 2, 1, press the legs down, stretch the arms forward, lift up a little higher out of your upper back as you circle the arms behind you, and then bring the hands back to the start position 2 more times. 3, 2, 1, press, lift up, circle around, and lower. One more time. 3, 2, 1, press, lift, circle around, and slowly come off. Take a stretch. Alrighty, let's move right into hamstrings. So we're gonna lie back down. You're going to bring more of your rib cage on, so my chest is just off. I'm gonna bring my hands to hug the front of the chair here, and I'm gonna bend my knees. I'm gonna bring my heels together, toes apart. Legs are the width of the box. Now from here, I'm just gonna keep the spine long, squeeze my booty, find that hip extension into the chair, and lift my arches up to the ceiling, bringing the thighs to hover and lower. Try that 2 more times. And lower, last time. And lower. Now from here, I'm gonna lift the legs, separate them a little bit. Both legs stretch out, and they resist in. And stretch out, and bring it in 1 more time. Now you can play with singles, just 1 leg. I don't care which one you start with, because we do both. And then change. Keep that mid-back protected, really pull the abdominals in, abs up, pelvis down. From here, lower down, press yourself back up to stand, round your spine. Make sure you find a little bit of juicy flexion in between all these extension exercises. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with this one. Grasshopper is not my strong suit, but we're gonna do it anyway. Grasshopper is one of the exercises from the second long box. It's gonna kind of look like a swan dive variation on the Wunda-Chair. So for a little bit of help, I'm gonna use my knee pads as a little bit of a soft protector of my hip bones on the front edge of this chair. So if you have like a cut up yoga mat or a cushion, you can use that as well to kind of rest right over the edge here. This is gonna kind of look like our swan. So you're going to lower down into your swan position to start. And then you're gonna walk a lot forward. You're gonna take that torso, slide yourself quite forward. Your pelvis is still on, but your hip bones are kind of off. So mine come off. And the reason why we have the cushion is because this is quite uncomfortable. Sometimes it's a little unbearable for me, so that's why I don't do it very often, but the cushion can help. We need this forward movement of the body, this forward position, to add in our dive. So having the cushion here, pelvis is on, hips are off. Here we go. We're gonna take this first one slow and do 3 with some flow. So watch me on the first one. You're gonna bend your elbows into a tricep press, squeeze your glutes, lift your legs. So you're in this long line. Now you're gonna bend your knees, straighten them, clap them 3 times as you lift up into your swan. And then lower back down. Readjust if you need. I'm actually gonna slide a little bit further back. And now that was dress rehearsal, showtime 3 times. Slow lower down lift, bend the knees, straighten, clap the legs together, 1, 2, 3, lift, and lower down. 2 more times. Squeeze the glutes. Straighten, clap, 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 and lower 1 more time. Bend, straighten, clap, 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 and lower down. One hand comes to the chair. Slowly come all the way up, take a breather. Grasshopper and swan dive on the chair are, I think, challenging because of that pelvis position. If it just feels too much, take your regular swan. You can also play with this on if you have a spine corrector or a small barrel. That's also a great place to practice this as well. So we still have a lot of options. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, we're gonna do another one I'm not good at, horseback. So I do have experience riding horses, but I'm not very good at horseback on the Wunda-Chair. So we're gonna do our best today. So from here, we're going to sit straddling the seat of the chair. This is something that we never do in classical Pilates. It's rare that we straddle the apparatus. So this is a fun, unique chance to do that. From here, you want your legs to be in front of your hips. You want your inner thighs to be connecting into the sides of the chair because we're gonna need some internal rotation to eventually lift our hips off of the chair. This one is also not comfortable and can be a little painful sometimes. So if you have those little pads, those cut up yoga mats that we used for Grasshopper, you can use those here as well. So we're gonna start with the technique of this and then work our way up. So you're gonna straighten your legs and you're gonna flex your feet. Once again, you want that internal rotation of your legs, of your hips towards the sides of the chair. So this really works your hip internal rotation. You wanna squeeze not just into the sides of the chair, but almost like you're gonna pull the chair up into you. You want that scoop and lift so that you can round the spine and begin to lift your hips to hover off of the seat. So I'm scooping my pelvis forward as I do this. It kind of looks like our open leg rocker on the mat, and then slowly lower down, shake it out. So you squeeze in and up with that internal rotation and inner thighs. You scoop the abdominals out in that C curve shape and lift yourself up to hover. We're gonna try 1 just like that. Then we're gonna play with extending the arms to lower to the pedal. And then we're gonna play with pumping the pedal. So find what works for you. We'll see how I do. So from here, legs are gonna straighten. Find that internal rotation, squeeze in and up. You're gonna scoop, lift, and hold. Just want you to take your hands in front of you, really work that abdominal scoop. Hold here for 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Take a breather, we add on. We're gonna go traditional arms for this one. Hands are gonna come in towards you, elbows hug your rib cage, forearms up to the ceiling. As you scoop and lift, the arms will stretch to the high diagonal. So squeeze in and up, round your spine, scoop and lift, reach the arms up. Now stay hovering off of the chair. Can you lower your hands down to the pedal? Work that scoop and lift, hold here, and then play with lifting up off and lower back down. Woo, okay. You can tell I have a hard time talking in this one because this is hard for me. Now we're gonna play with pumping the pedal up and down with the hands. So the hero's journey to the end. So from here, finding that connection, hugging in and up, open leg rocker, elbows bend in, we scoop and lift, hold. Keep working that scoop. Thrusting the hips forward a little bit, lower the hands onto the pedal. Now keep that lift of your booty, lower the pedal a little, round your spine, lift, think pull up, and lower, and lift. One more time. and lift. Take both hands up, and lower down, shake it out. Holy moly. That one's a tough one, but one I'm absolutely gonna start working on because it's also pretty fun to defy gravity in that way. All right, enough of horseback. Let's move on to something else. This is called rocking. This one might be the weirdest one. It's a close second to horseback, maybe. You let me know in the comments below. So from here, we're gonna lie back down. My chest is just off of the front of the chair and my legs are about sits bones width apart. From here, you're gonna bend your knees in, and this is why this is an advanced reformer. You're going to take your hands behind you, either both at the same time or one at a time, to grab your ankles or your feet. Your thumbs will point down, your pinkies will point up. From here, you're gonna squeeze your booty, find those hips extending into the mat. You're gonna press your hands and feet together to lift up and bow your body. Hold here for 3, 2, 1, lower down. You can add a little pulse towards your legs here. 3, 2, 1, and press and lift up. One more time. 3, 2, 1, lift up and hold. Now maybe you go for a little rock. That's where the name comes from. You lift and start to rock forward and back without falling off your apparatus, please. Let's play here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower down, then take your hands away from your legs, and then press yourself back. Holy moly. All right, we have returned back to the chair, back to the long box. It's time to swim. So this one's pretty straightforward. You're gonna take the legs, lift them up, take the arms, reach them in front of you, and go for your swim for 10, 9. This is more challenging because you don't have the mat supporting as much of your body. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, come up, find your stretch forward. Let that feel good. Long box has a ton of extension in it, so let's do the opposite for a sec with the standing push down. You're just gonna take your arms to the ceiling, forward fold. We're on one middle spring, and you're just gonna press the pedal down. You can hang out here, bend one knee then the other. You can lift and lower the pedal a little bit a few times. Just find a version that feels releasing. I'm gonna hang out down here at the bottom. Slowly close your spring and come up to tall. And that was your long box, long chair, long madness situation. I hope this was an interesting video, to say the least. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments below. If you want to see something else, also let me know in the comments below. Until next time, stay awesome. Bye.